What's up guys, my writing is powerful here, bringing you guys a messed up intro. I can't believe I screwed that up and stumbled, but we're gonna roll with it anyway. So this is Storytime episode 1, I have a couple quick updates first. The first is my YouTube banner that I have on my channel is kind of a sunset themed banner that I had made myself. The problem was I couldn't get it to all fit correctly and there's a lot of white space. Although I love the banner, it didn't show the way I wanted to, and a lot of it got just wrecked because there was a lot of white space. I finally got it cropped right and it fits perfectly now. There are a couple little parts that could be better, but overall I really love the sunset theme as I love sunset photography and all that. Be sure to check that out in my channel below. The second thing is my collaboration with Nerves Ends of Pizza went up last Thursday, so about 4 days ago now. You should also check that out in the description of this video. Third and finally, I wanted to let you guys know the song I will be using in this video is Mike Studd's Show Me /Paranoid Mix, produced by Louis Bell, and that will also be in the description of this video. I'm not, ripping anyone off. This is all copyright free as it's from a trusted channel that I use a lot. Anyway, let's hop right into story time now. So basically what had happened is recently this weekend, me and my brother, we were hungry, and usually when we go to my grandma's for sleepover, like we had this past weekend, we order some food, whatever it be. Usually pizza, but it can be chicken, anything, and she always gets that for us because, she's just really generous, and yeah. She didn't really want to order this time, but at this store they had these pizzas that you could just say you wanted, and they'll make it for you, and it'll take about 4 minutes, and then it's done. And then you can just take it home, fresh to go. It's pretty awesome, and they're cheap, so it was a good deal. However, we got into a bit of trouble, or almost. So what had happened was this. We were walking there, it was a dark night, clear skies, it wasn't cold, it was nice and it was a nice temperature, and even though it's still sort of winter here, there's a lot of snow here, the temperature was fair. So we walked there and we were just talking, being chill and just enjoying our time on the weekend together as brothers. We had got to the store and there was a group of people who I kind of eyed from the beginning as just suspicious. There was probably about 10 of them and they were all huddled, and it was dark out. And they were kind of huddled in the dark by the side of the store, talking to themselves quietly and laughing and constantly looking at us. And me and my brother. So basically what happened is we took like a diagonal path. Like I purposely walked off course and then into the store as much as I could, and I didn't want to make eye contact with them because they just seemed weird to me. We got into the store, looked around, bought our stuff, and we got out of there. And we started walking home, and, they were still looking at us, and we were just walking, As we were walking, I had looked behind me multiple times, there was no one following us, everything seemed fine, and it was still chill, nice and quiet, and I was just ready to get home and eat, or back to my grandma's house anyway. However, what happened was, when we were walking back to my grandma's, I looked behind us. Well, I actually didn't look behind us, but we were on my grandma's street, walking back to her house. We were almost there, and my brother looked behind us, and he just told me to run. And my brother does like to trick me and say things that I know aren't serious. But when you love someone, and when you love your brother, you can tell when they're serious or when they're not. And so I knew he was being really serious when he said this, and he just looked at me like this, and he said, run. And I did. I ran as fast as I could. Me and him kept pace. I didn't even look behind me. And we got to the door. Now on the door were buttons, and you had to type in the code using the buttons on the door to unlock the door, and it takes a while. And even after you hit the last button, it takes a second or two for the door to say, okay, you got the code right. So the whole time we were being chased. When I got to the door, I was waiting for the door to open and had to get inside. We slammed the door shut, and we were just really freaked out. Because when my brother looked behind us, there were these 3 guys in black chasing us. And they were coming really fast at us. And they probably would have cornered us or something and mugged us. I had my phone on me, that would probably be gone, and all that stuff. And they were the same 3 guys that I kind of eyed at the store, and I noticed that they were being weird. And they were probably laughing because they were planning this from the whole time, that they were going to follow us and sneak up on us and try to do something. And it was kind of a scary situation. I wasn't like freaking out or like overly scared. We didn't even call the police, but it was just crazy that these guys had decided to chase us home and probably would have stole our stuff off of us. It was definitely rather interesting, and I'm glad that we made it out okay. This was just basically a quick story telling you guys how we had been chased home and, some of the crazy stuff that goes around in my life. I hope you guys did enjoy Storytime Episode 1, and be sure to look out for next time. Until then, My writing is powerful. And I'm out.